Hello, everyone. Scott Gilmore and Mike Aulby here in the broadcast booth for the 2020 Indiana State Queens Championship, and we've got quite the development here for our championship match. Sister versus sister. Samantha New will take on Shelby New. Samantha with the advantage, Mike, here, being undefeated. Shelby's going to have to beat her twice.
Yeah, Samantha's made great shots all day. She's had to perform in a 10th frame. She's done that, and she's the leader. Her sister has done the same thing as well, and she came back from that 157 disastrous game that put her in a loser's bracket. But, boy, she has earned her way back with this opportunity.
Well, Shelby has been in a dogfight all afternoon, but she has performed quite well. But don't sell her sister, Samantha, short.
Not at all. She's, like I said, she's performed when she's had to. She would not be the leader otherwise, and she's got to get beat twice. So you go out as the leader, and you take it.
Well, we're just a few minutes away from crowning our champion here at the 2020 Indiana State Queens, and it should be one of the more exciting matches we've seen here in recent memory. Still a great tournament, Mike, for Teresa
great bowling all
Smith-Dill.
day. But all the competitors, what great bowling all day. You know, let alone performances, but the 10th frame, the close matches, whether it was a tough game or it was a game where there's strikes. I mean, just great bowling all day. It's been fun. If you've been in person watching, it's you should, if you weren't here, you should have been, because you've missed a lot of great playing today.
Well, Samantha New will get us started here. Championship pair on 9 and 10. Again, want to thank our sponsors, Motive Bowling, Pinheads Bowling Center in Fishers, Indiana, the Anderson-Madison County Visitors Bureau, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette, and Big Four Sox and the Indiana State USBC. If it wasn't for these sponsors, the broadcast of this incredible match between the New sisters wouldn't be possible here on Savage Bowling TV. And Samantha starts right off where she left, and her
she's been sitting out for about 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so
in the winner's bracket, she started out with the front seven.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, Mike. Does that relax both players knowing it's my sister I'm bowling against?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that, for Shelby, she's got to win twice, so she's going to go hard. But Samantha has to do the same thing. She has to go out and win it now. You know, you don't want to get into that second game.
Both players come out firing.
Yeah.
You're right. Samantha is in kind of not the driver's seat, but again, Shelby's got to win 2 games here. So
she's got to win 2 games because you don't want that bad break to cost you the opportunity, because you got to get to this next game for Samantha. So, I mean, not for Samantha, but for Shelby. So you got to go out and just keep putting it in the pocket, and they both look lined up so far. So.
Yeah, if you're want to ask any questions, feel free to join us in the chat here on Savage Bowling TV YouTube page. Chad's checking out the chat. If you have any questions or whatever, comments, we'd love to hear from you. As Shelby New starts her match off with the double.
Yeah, 2 good shots.
And you
two
just
good shots.
love the sisters smiling one another, and this has got to be one of the more memorable matches in state tournament history.
Well, it's difficult as sisters or brothers and siblings to not get caught up in that and just keep your head down and do your job. You know, it's difficult.
Well, and both players, as competitive as they are,
Exactly.
would love to have the bragging rights in the
Exactly
household,
right.
wouldn't they?
Yes, they would.
That comes in light. Ooh, washout split. I will say this. Shelby has a little bit more of a stronger ball roll, so she's going to be able to have a little more area than what Samantha's going to have. Will Samantha playing that dollar ball kind of help Shelby?
It's possible. I mean, I think that it's going to be later if it happens. I mean, I think that the key so far in this one was going to be that Samantha's been sitting. Shelby's been continuing to be in the fire, So I think it's advantage Shelby a little bit, because she hasn't had to, even though she has to win 2 matches, she hasn't been sitting. So she's been in, the last match was a tough one, and so I think that makes it more difficult for Samantha to come out and keep up.
Well, both players, this is their home center.
Yeah.
They're bowling in front of their hometown fans and family, and exciting for the community to have 2 really talented young ladies who happen to be sisters bowling for a Queens championship. A lot on the line, too, other than just the championship. A chance to bowl in the PWBA Queens.
Yeah, the Nationals, yeah, exactly.
Great shot
Good comeback.
there.
Yeah, good comeback.
I'll tell you right now, this is the tone setter in the match, in my opinion. This ball right here from Shelby. Her sister opened in the second. She could take a 22-pin lead early in this match.
Oh, wow, what a shot. Good shot.
Solid 10.
Yeah, she's got a good look on this pair. Just the ball just doing what it needs to do. She's throwing it great. That one there, wow. That was a great shot. Solid 10.
Well, the other thing, too, is we talk about pressure. Really, the pressure's probably on Shelby because she's expected to win in the eyes of most fellow players or those that know Shelby. She's more familiar than Samantha. So the pressure might be on Shelby a little bit there, knowing that she's expected probably to win this match. But however, her sister's been bowling so well all weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the fact that Shelby's been able to go from a match that was heated and close all the way through, even though it's more matches and all that, she's competitive each time. So Samantha's had to start and stop a few times. That makes it hard to reload and start again real quick. So, yeah, I think Shelby's going to be tough to beat. Oh! Wow.
Boy, right now she didn't have much luck. That was an absolute stone 7-pin. And it even slid over.
Yeah, it even got hit, yeah.
Slid over a 1/4 inch.
Yeah. But she got that ball real direct, and it held. So it held pace. So that's a good message that she got there, even though you leave the 7-pin.
You're right, though. She's been battle-tested all day.
Yeah.
And performed so well in the 9th and 10th in all of her games.
Yeah, she's over that uncomfortable feeling after that 150 to 150 game. You know, now she's got it together and attacking. But she's had the right attitude all day. I mean, even talking to her early on, you know, she had the game plan and she stuck to it.
Well, once this match has concluded, we have a champion. Mike Aulby will be out on the lanes speaking with our champion and for the check and trophy presentation. I'd imagine there's probably some type of tiara or whatever going out to the winner.
Oh, she's got herself back in this one. Great shot.
All right, now Samantha New with the double here. 5th frame, left lane. Comes in light, 2-4-5. That's going to be the difference. If she misses just a little right, the ball doesn't want to pick up enough.
Yeah, she just needs to play her own game. I mean, it's hard when you watch another player who's got a little more power and things like that. You just kind of do what you're doing. You got to stay within yourself, and you don't want to have to try to force your hand and just keep doing what you're doing. You're the leader. Do what you do. It's hard. It's hard not to watch the others.
Big spare here early, and nice cover. Definitely Samantha gets a lot more on side, almost on top of the ball,
yeah,
right?
She comes around it a little more, where, you know, Shelby gets behind it a little more, saves her power up.
Definitely a little bit more of the power game per se compared to Samantha. Can create a little more a room for error or area. Here she is, right lane.
Yeah, great shot there.
Well, she hasn't missed a pocket all game so far. And she's got 3 strikes, Fifth frame with a strike. Leading by 13. Can increase that lead to 23 with another. Excuse me, she's got a 3-pin lead. She can increase it to 13 with the strike right here in the sixth. Oh, look good off her hand. She just, it's that half pocket just doesn't want to carry for her.
Yeah, just didn't quite make the corner. I mean, it was a good shot. Like I said, another border to the right, and it just, 5 pins obliterated,
Yeah, and it's amazing, like you were saying, if you're just a board to the right of that, it's a swisher.
Yeah.
And the carry percentage goes up significantly.
Oh.
Oh, and she misses.
I'm not sure she wants to give her sister any room to come back.
No, and that just changed the complexion of this match immensely. Now if you're Shelby, just don't get too anxious after you see your sister give you an open.
Yeah, this is one Samantha. She can jump on this one quick here. But once again, she needs to just stay within her own game and play her own game. She just take her time, make some good shots.
This is when you want to have tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You're focused on one thing and one thing only. Yeah, she just can't get the ball. When she misses right, it just doesn't have much of a chance. The 1-2-8.
Well, I think that's what she's done so good today. She's kept the ball on line. She's had a couple just leak to the right in this game, but the thing she's been able to do all day is keep the ball, towards the pocket or on line.
Big spare here. You don't want to give it right back, and she doesn't. Good cover. We're in the 6th frame now. And right now, just a 4-pin match. Advantage Shelby. Of course, Shelby's thinking, man, I've thrown
she
the first 6 balls.
Yeah.
And she could be way out in front right now. And it holds
that was
pocket.
more like it. Yeah, that was more like it there. Ball's right on line. Sets one up. That's what you do. Just keep sending the message. You're still in it.
All right, 4 pins here. Just the difference in the game. Strike there in the 7th frame for Samantha. Now Shelby, the sister. Now the question is, who's younger and who's, which one's?
Yeah,
well,
I have
we
no
don't know,
idea.
right? Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of difference in age, does there?
No.
Maybe a couple years, I'm guessing. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
I didn't think there was that much room for that pin to go that far around the 10-pin. Man, that was a great shot. Great shot.
Okay, Mike, she's left now a solid 7, a solid 10, kind of a half 10. What are you doing here if you're Shelby? Do you just keep throwing it right there, or do you make it a subtle little moves?
I think you got to keep throwing it there. I mean, because you're still ahead, so you don't you don't want to lose the pocket. There's little twerks you can make. Whether it's up or back on the approach. Little things that aren't going to help you. It'll help you maybe carry but not lose the pocket. Like that. I'd move. Maybe an inch or two just farther back on the approach. So maybe the ball will roll that inch or two sooner, not lose the pocket, but maybe that 6 will hit the 10 then. Because, boy, she's got the pocket.
And it's just so frustrating when you can't get 10 down.
Yeah.
Here she is in the 8th frame, still leading by 4. Oh, great shot there. Remember, Shelby has to beat Samantha twice. And like you're saying, if Shelby does win this game, then all the pressure goes on Samantha at that point.
Yeah, here's the shot in the 8th. I mean, you know, Samantha's working on one here, so this is a big one here.
This to take a 6-pin lead.
You know, try to send a message that, hey, I can do this.
Well, we know she can perform.
Yes.
In difficult situations. Can she do it right here in the championship match, 8th frame? That's close. Oh.
What a shot.
The first time she's left a 10-pin that I can remember in a while.
Yeah, that was a great shot there.
The only time she missed in the match against Teresa in the championship, she left a solid 8-pin.
Yeah.
She never left a 10-pin. She left a...
That just looked like it had great angle and everything. That was a great shot.
It looked good off her hand. Good cover.
So now the advantage kind of flips back to Shelby because she's got the strike working. So, but this is a big 9th frame for Samantha, so she needs to set this up.
Now 9th frame here. Trailing by 4.
That's left a little bit.
All right. Leaving the 3-6. Big spare here in the 9th frame. Gets it.
Good one, yep. Good spare.
That's not the easiest of spares.
No,
I mean, there's
no.
plenty of ways to miss that. Now, Shelby in control here. 9th frame working on a strike. Leading by 6 pins.
And she has not missed the pocket.
Can take a 16-pin lead here in the 9th. And really take control of game number 1. She has to win 2 games in order to win the championship. Oh. You know, and she probably deserves that one because she
Yeah, so now just any kind of mark, and she's moved us to the 1-game winner take all.
And sometimes that's easier said than done.
It is.
As we've
especially
seen
when
before.
you know it. Yeah, especially when you know it.
Absolutely. Just a little before 7 o'clock here, our time.
Good shot.
And that's enough there. So
Now,
Shelby New wins game number 1.
Now, do they stay on this pair or do they switch?
Yeah, they stay on this pair. They bowl both games on this pair. Championship pair.
And Shelby will continue just to stay lined up and make good shots and be ready for the next one. Same way with Samantha when she gets up to fill her 10th. Just try to make good shots. Great game by Shelby. Shooting 225, forcing the one-game winner-take-all with her sister Samantha. But Samantha still has the 10th frame left in this game. And she'll continue to try to get lined up, and little family banter going back and forth. Samantha will want to make that spare and get another practice shot out here and get lined up.
Yeah, a heck of a game for both, really. I mean, Samantha just had kind of one errant shot in the second and a couple of light shots, 5th and 6th, but.
Yeah, I think Samantha's going to have to bowl her best this next game to have a chance, especially if they stay on this pair. Good job.
All right, Scott Gilmore and Mike Aulby once again in the broadcast booth here. We are one game in, and Shelby New finds herself one game away from winning this championship. And again, the sisters both bowling well, but Shelby with the advantage, you say, right now?
Oh, I think so, especially she's got this pair figured out, and she's very comfortable on it. Other than not carrying a couple shots, I think it's big advantage Shelby for this last game, especially with just one game winner take all now.
All right, game 2 just about underway here. So we thank you for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. Shelby New and Samantha New, sisters, bowling for the Indiana State Queens Championship here on Savage Bowling TV. And we should expect fireworks here in this game maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, all you do is let it all hang out and get all you can get and make the best shots you can, and it's one game winner take all.
Well, we thank you for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. It's been a heck of a Saturday afternoon here inside Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana, and really excited here to watch this final match. And again, the sisters giving each other a little bit of love before this final game. And man, if you're a fan of bowling and you're a fan of your hometown, the hometown sisters here from Anderson bowling for the championship.
Yeah, I think they would have taken, knowing that starting out the day, I'm not sure they thought this could happen, but here we are, and they've both done a great job to get this far.
Well, when we find out who wins, Mike Aulby will be down with the check and trophy presentation and the interview with the winner. And
that was a little different shot that I wasn't expecting, but you got to go out there and keep your speed up and do the things you were doing, kind of not get caught up in the talking to what's going on around you, and just head down and one shot at a time.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you take a 225 here, like Shelby had her first game, and feel pretty confident?
If I was Samantha or Shelby?
If I was Shelby.
Yeah, I think so. Now, Samantha's bowled some pretty good games today, but she didn't look like she had that the first game.
Yeah, against Teresa Smith-Dill, she had the front 7.
Yeah.
So we know she can string strikes. Can she make the correct moves and throw the ball where it needs to be here in this final game? Winner takes all. First frame for Samantha, right lane.
Well, I stand corrected since that was the best shot she's thrown yet. That was awesome. What a great shot by Samantha.
Really, we shouldn't expect anything else right now, And
I'm going to quit predicting. Quit asking me.
We're just gonna. That
was a great shot.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit back and watch greatness. At this point.
that was a wonderful shot Samantha made right there. Very nice.
Too, how much harder is it to bowl someone
Oh yeah.
real well? Now,
yeah,
obviously
very
they're
difficult.
sisters, but
Well, it's still difficult because you know each other, and it's just there's that thing. Do you want to beat them, but you don't want to. You can't get caught up in that. It's hard not to.
Well, because if it's someone you don't know and maybe someone you don't really care for, it's easy to be a little on the vicious side. You might run something out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, yeah, exactly. You always try to find that edge that you want to get your mind in that spot where you want to keep digging and digging. And
Right.
And what a great shot by Samantha for a double.
Starts out with the double. It's just what the doctor ordered to start your match out, especially when you're bowling for a state Queens championship. And like you said too, Mike, it's also an entry into the national Queens.
Yeah.
Sam is 3 years older.
All right. Chad helping us out. Sam is 3 years older than Shelby. So older sister trying to take younger sister to the woodshed, huh?
Yeah.
All right, is that what we would say?
You said it.
Younger sister has something to say about that before it's all said and done, but and a good spare there. But I knew there couldn't have been quite an age gap between the two because both look very, very young.
Yeah. Yeah, if they bowl together, it's quite the team right there.
Darn right. Imagine there's some city tournament doubles with those two together.
I would certainly think so.
Oh, it hits it, but not hard enough. And back-to-back 10 pins for Shelby.
Shelby just looks like she's not quite, like she might have made a move in a little bit, but she's not quite catching it like she was, because now that ball's starting to come in a little behind. Getting a good break there and not leaving a 7-10.
Yeah, and you wonder how that can, you finish the 10th frame so strong. How can that happen in between one game and the next? But we see it so many times.
That or she saw something and she decided to move it a little bit. It's hard to say. But she hasn't lost the pocket, so that's important.
And it's early.
Yeah.
But what a big shot right here for Samantha. And she could take a 22-pin lead with a strike here in the third. Any surprise that this would go 2 games? I'm not. And that's not a knock against Samantha.
No.
That's just how exciting this tournament has been. Right lane, third frame, working on a double. Again, the 1, 2, 8. And her miss, when she misses a little right, it just doesn't have a chance.
Doesn't recover, yeah. It's almost like there's a little bit of a lunge at the bottom of the swing trying to force it in there. And just when you miss it, you miss it. It doesn't give you that break to catch it. For Samantha, that is. But continue to make your spares. And
I was just going to let you know I congratulated Teresa on a great tournament. And she said we jinxed her. So is that surprising?
I think she meant you.
Oh, me?
Hey,
throw me under the bus.
She was in that one all the way to the. I mean, wow, what a day she had, though. Man. Yeah, it's. I mean, she could be out there right now.
Absolutely.
Just, you just don't know. I mean, it was that good of action all day today. There was no guarantees for anybody.
That's a little right. Oh, ooh. 2-pin falls late. That kind of makes that a little more tough to look at.
A little bit. I mean, it's very similar to what she's been shooting that 1-2-8, but she wants to hit it about the same spot.
Oh, the 1-8. She's really fortunate here, though, Mike, that she hasn't washed out.
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, it's close to that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're really close.
But those first 2 were just perfectly laid, and she just missed her angle a little bit.
You just want to imagine the 2-pin is there, right? And
Nice
she
shot.
did.
Nice shot.
Great cover.
Yeah, very nice.
She made that look easy. That's one of those where you don't visualize the gap. You just imagine the 2-pin is sitting right there, and you go right at it.
Yeah, you zero in on your target and just hit your target, slice it right over the top, ball right over the top of your target, and then the ball should be where you want it to be.
All right, Shelby New here, 4th frame, looking for her first strike of game number 2 here. She dropped that one. Oh, and it ripped the rack. She didn't like it.
Yeah, she's losing at the bottom a little bit.
She put a good touch on it, though. That ball.
Oh, yeah, it had plenty of power to burn.
Ball sent pins both directions. Well, here's her biggest shot of this game right here. 5th frame. Working on a strike. Championship game. That looks good.
Yep, good shot.
I just love the demeanor, though, Mike. She just steady Eddie. I mean, they're just.
I mean, she just
no too
keeping
highs.
that even keel. Yeah,
right?
even keel.
Highs and lows are just not there. It's just.
You know, you get a shot condition like this where you know if you get over keyed, you can throw it right through your hook point. You can cause yourself a lot of trouble, so you've got to keep yourself in check and just make good shots.
You know, in that first game against Teresa, where she probably felt like she gave the game away, you could have been out. Most players might have been out in 2 games, lost the next match, and gone home.
No, that shows the strength of her mental game there.
First ball that really checked up there, leaving the 3-6 for Samantha. Now you're getting into danger zone here for Samantha.
Well, you got to continue to make spares, but you're going to need to throw. We know she's going to need to throw some strikes. You know, unless I don't see Shelby giving her much help, so she's going to have to get out there and put some pressure on Shelby.
Yeah, good cover.
Spare. Yeah, good spare.
That's not an easy spare.
No.
She's made it look easy there.
Especially when you're the only one out there bowling on this end of the house. It's all on you.
Yeah, it's
a lot of
rather
pressure.
Quiet, right?
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Again, we want to thank you for watching the 2020 Indiana State Queens Championship here from Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana. I want to thank Angie Collop and Dave Small, the manager proprietor here at Championship Lanes, for being a wonderful host once again. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby in the booth. Final game here of the Queens.
A little high. Even the 6, 9, 10. Samantha just kind of trying to get the feel to get the pocket back. You know, she's lost it a little bit, and just got to make those spares.
And she's not leaving herself easy ones.
No.
Makes that. Again, want to thank our sponsors here this afternoon. Motive Bowling, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette, Big Four Sox, Pinheads Bowling Center in Fishers, Indiana, the Anderson Madison County Visitors Bureau, and the Indiana State USBC. I also want to thank all of our fans, or the bowling fans out there on the internet watching the championship here on Savage Bowling TV. Appreciate your time this Saturday afternoon and evening. Oh,
Shelby just putting together shot after shot. Great shot.
I think you and I
she
both
caught that.
I think you and I both thought that could have been one of those flat 10s.
Yeah.
And then we know that the swing is really good.
She come off that one good. Her hand, good release, good timing. Yeah, the ball's doing what it needs to do to strike. But yeah, she's throwing just shot after shot here.
She's got an 18-pin lead here in the 5th, looking to make it 28 with a 3-bagger working 7th frame. Oh, nope. See, there's that. Whoop, pin. Oh, nope, not enough. But there's that half. There's that quitter
it just
10.
looks like she's just not quite catching at the bottom on those. It almost sounds like it's going into the floor a little bit, into the lane. But still, I mean, every opportunity to strike with it for sure.
Well, you make this spare and you got a 17-pin lead.
Yeah, I mean, she's forcing Samantha, her sister, to try to catch up.
Yeah, well, and throw strikes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
she's not going to give her any help.
Important spare here, and she gets it. So now Samantha is at a point where you're in the 8th frame now, or her 7th frame, and the only way you're going to catch up is you got to throw a double here at some point.
Yeah, and I think now's the time to have that opportunity, you know.
Well, and like you said, it doesn't look like her sister's going to
I think Shelby's
give her any help.
Shelby's missed the pocket one time. That was a high, leaving the 4-7 the first frame of this game.
That needs to slow down. And she's a little in and out, right?
Yeah, she's caught kind of crossing that track a little bit. So when she was able to push it up against the pocket earlier, you know, it kind of sit and hold itself. Well, now it's wanting to break loose, and then you try to get that a little bit to the right, and then it just never grabs the lane.
6-10 here. And, oh, no. Not what you wanted to do in the late stages of a game.
Well, I mean, you know, she's got 2:17 left if she can strike it out, and that's the pace that you know, Shelby's on. So just now you just start building one at a time. Is all you can do, just one at a time. With
All right.
starting with this one.
All right. Yep. 8th frame, left lane here. Say much better.
And much better timing. I mean, you can see she caught that one perfectly. You know, with the other ones, she's kind of forcing back through it, and that one was perfect timing on that one.
Yeah, and it reminded me of her first 2 shots of this game, right?
Exactly.
Where she looked to be in full control early.
Yeah.
And then the arm started going in and out with a little bit of her placement. And now, here is Shelby New with a chance to increase her lead by 30. Oh, and she
Good
does.
shot. Good shot.
Well, this one right here would put her in the 220s.
Yeah, and then it's just a mark in the 10th.
Yeah.
I mean, forces Samantha to go all the way, and then she can still mark and win.
Samantha will finish the match first, and she can force her sister to at least show up in the 10th frame here. 9th frame, working on a strike. Oh, and she rips the rack.
Great shot. Yep.
Great shot for Shelby. She gives her sis 5, and now Samantha can force Shelby to show up here in the 10th frame. It's not over yet. But obviously, Samantha's got to throw the best shots of the day right here. That's close.
Good shot.
And she says, not so fast,
Yeah,
sis.
yeah, good shot. Just one at a time. Build it in the 10th.
Big sister over here is not done yet. And now she's working in the 10th frame. But she's got to strike out to have any chance whatsoever. That's close.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Pretty ball.
You know, here's the thing, too. If you're Shelby, you got to be thinking, all right, big double there. I have full control. Now, if sister strikes out, she's going to force Shelby to mark.
Yeah, I don't think she's wanting her to do that. Yeah, I think she'd like to not have to show up in the 10th if she doesn't have to. But, yeah, great shots by Samantha. I mean,
well, and
that's what she's done.
Right.
She's done that all day. She's made shots like that all day.
Well, this will force her to mark in the 10th frame.
And there's a lot of pressure in these title matches. You know, you're the only ones bowling, so it's hard.
And this is right after she opened in the 7th.
Yes.
Oh.
It was close.
Bucket.
It was close.
And that'll give it to Shelby.
Yep.
Little sister, to be honest with you, Mike, I felt like there's a little bit of monkey on her back syndrome for Shelby. The expectations are very high for her. And for her to win this championship, you got to feel like a little bit of weight off her shoulders.
Yeah, I think that she was prepared. You know, just the interview you had several hours ago after she bowled her qualifying. I mean, she was ready. You know, she was ready to do it. But that's easier said than done. And she went through and performed. I mean, ups, downs. You know, it's just unbelievable the day she's had.
And here it is. That's going to be enough. The monkey is off her back. Shelby New is your 2020 Indiana State Queens champion. The hometown hero, so to speak, has finally won the title she's been knocking on the door for several years at. And unfortunately for her, the only disappointment is probably beating her sister.
Yeah. Well, and you know, once you win one, I think she's got multiples in her history coming here.
Shelby New gives her sister Samantha a great big hug. All right. We're going to get an interview. Mike Aulby will be heading laneside to get an interview with the 2020 champion and probably one of the most popular champions of this tournament. Shelby New, the local hero, the local hometown bowler who's now becoming quite the legend as she adds to her resume as a Queens champion. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Pinheads Bowling Center in Fishers, Indiana, Big Four Socks, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl, and Motive Bowling. Again, we're so happy and excited for Shelby New. And what a memorable title match as she defeats her big sister, Samantha New, for the title. And what a great day for the New family. Mom came out to watch, hasn't been out of the house much from what Shelby told us, and she got her mom out. And for her to be able to spend the afternoon with her daughters and see them both have so much success, how exciting it is for the girls and her mother. We're going to send it laneside to Mike and Jeff Circle with the check, trophy, and award
Thank
presentation.
you. We're here with the champion of the 2020 Indiana Queens Tournament, Shelby New. You had quite an afternoon here after starting off with a little bit of a blurb the first game and then fighting your way back through the loser's bracket. So I want to congratulate you on winning the tournament, and here is a trophy for you. And as a tradition that's with the Queens Tournament in Indiana, we have a tiara for you.
Now we just don't want Jeff to stab her in the noggin with that, right?
So congratulations.
Then Shelby, you can take the microphone.
Okay.
Shelby, congratulations. First of all, congratulations to your sister Samantha for doing a great job of leading this tournament, and to your family to have both of you in this wonderful event today that you guys both did so well in. But congratulations to you on winning this one, and probably the first of many, I think. But you'll have more banners up there, I'm sure. But you had a great attitude all day. You started out match play with the 157 loss, which I think makes it so much more impressive. How did you rebound from that game?
I just took it as a get it in gear kind of thing. And, you know, I've definitely struggled mentally, especially with this tournament and the Masters. I bowl the Masters. Jeff runs great tournaments. And I get here and I always kick myself in the rear because I kind of take myself out before I even get here kind of thing. So I started to do that, and then I was like, don't do that. You can do this. And I have so much support here. And that's just kind of what I look forward to. And I use that a lot, and that's what got me through, really.
Well, you know, I always found out it was tougher to bowl at home than anywhere because
Yes.
you want to do well for everyone. And when you can win at home, you can win anywhere. And so you've done that today. And so I look forward to seeing you, like I said, win so many more times. You're going to do great when you go out to the Nationals. Now you get a trip to the Nationals as well, which is awesome.
Yes.
And what do you think? Anything else to say? I know it's tough for you to bowl your sister. I know that.
Oh, yeah. But it was fun. I mean, it was definitely tough, and then, you know, especially I'm a mom, but, you know, it was fun, you know, showing it, you know, you both being here.
Sure.
But,
Well, enjoy it. I mean, congratulations. It was great. The shot making you made all day was quite impressive, and you made a great ball change in the middle.
Yes, that was a tough one, and that usually for me is a hard thing to do, but sometimes you just have to buckle down and
Well, good job. Like I said, we'll see you many more times, but wonderful job today, all day, all the way through. Congratulations
Thank you.
on winning the 2020 Queens.
Thank you.
And back to Scott up in the booth.
All right, thanks, Mike. And Shelby New, your 2020 Indiana State Queens champion. And Obviously now she's got the trophy, the tiara, and more so, Mike, she's also got the monkey off her back now, and kind of, obviously she's a very shy person, and you kind of think that you can sense that relief coming off of her winning this title. Obviously, it's tough for her to beat her sister, but you could kind of sense that a little bit of relief from her from getting this monkey off her back.
Oh, definitely relief. I think winning and winning the Queens and now getting to go on the national stage. But I don't know. There's an awful lot of intensity in that young lady, and I'll tell you what, she did nothing but bowl today and bowled tremendously under pressure early in the matches, even shooting 157 to come back. I mean, when you did that interview several hours ago, after qualifying, I mean, she just has that attitude, has a game plan, and she made ball changes in the middle. Like she said, it's hard for me to do that. But these are the types of events when you win and you see how it plays out, it makes it that much more easier later on in your career when you see these things happen. I mean, you don't want to put extra added pressure on Shelby, but she's one of the best players we've seen in Indiana in a long time.
Well, and to be that hometown bowler and having her mom, she made the point of her mom not being able to get out of the house much, to come here and her mom gets to witness both daughters have such great success. That's got to be so exciting for them.
Well, you can tell just a class family that they brought their children up very well between Samantha and Shelby. They both carry themselves very well, winning, losing, in between. There was never anything other than potential, integrity, just great people, and we're just so proud of them both to be out there today.
Well, if you're a fan of bowling, you had to be so honored to be able to watch the ladies perform today at such an incredibly high level. They delivered every round.
I'm just thank you for letting me be a part of it, because it was fun to watch all day.
Well, you've witnessed one of the more memorable tournaments in state history, to be honest, as sisters go head-to-head for the Queen's Championship. Younger sister stakes claim as a champion, which is Shelby New from here in Anderson. She claims the title, the prize money, and also the tiara. Mike Aulby, thanks for your time for broadcasting. We look forward to you. We'll see you at the Masters here at the start of next year.
Sounds good.
All right, for Scott Gilmore and Chad Lester, our producer, we want to thank you for watching the 2020 Indiana State Queens here on Savage Bowling TV. Shelby New is your champion.